I'm going to tell you two words right now that you're probably tired of hearing. Ready for it? Debt ceiling. I know it's terribly boring, but it remains one of the biggest political issues of the year. Right now, it's kind of like a hurricane out in the ocean, a ways away from land, but everyone knows it's there. And while it's not projected, if you will, to make landfall and become a major political issue until later this year, right now, it's something to pay attention to. Let's first remind you that the debt ceiling is the amount of money the government can borrow to pay its bills. It's a bit like your credit card limit. Currently, the debt ceiling is $31.4 trillion, and it was reached back in January. For the moment, the Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, is using what's known as extraordinary measures, like limiting some investments in federal workers' retirement plans, to avoid a default, but she can only do that for a few more months, with President Biden revealing his budget Thursday, including a plan to reduce the deficit by $3 trillion over 10 years. The next phase of negotiations between Democrats and Republicans is set to begin. Republicans are seeking major spending cuts in exchange for raising the debt ceiling, and already President Biden's plan is being criticized by some conservatives. Economists have warned even a temporary default later this year could crash the financial markets and put military pay and Social Security checks at risk. For the moment, we don't know exactly when the country is at risk for a default because the specific date will depend on how much money the government takes in this tax season. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, though, a default will happen sometime between July and September, unless Congress acts. As an aside, Congress has always, in the end, figured out a way to come together and raise the debt limit and avoid a default. Over the course of the last 13 years, there have been 10 debt limit fights, and in each one, the debt ceiling's been raised, and Democrats and Republicans figured out a way to work together. Joe St. George, Scripps News, Washington.